The market is in full-blown panic. Stocks red, crypto red, Bitcoin red. Meanwhile, gold and silver are mooning like they work for NASA. $150 billion were liquidated again in an hour. Charts look ugly. The sentiment is wrecked. Everyone's terrified. But here's the truth. Markets like this don't die here. They're reborn here. So today, let's talk about what's really behind this crash, why fear is maxing out, and why this actually might be the last big shakeout before the next leg up. Three headlines hit at once, and they all fed the fear loop. Trade tensions between China and the US are heating back up. The US government shutdown keeps dragging on, and traders are selling crypto to pay taxes. But that's not the full story. Underneath the chaos, something bigger is quietly building. Every bull run has its puke moments. April had one, 2020 had one, 2018 had one. Back then, the worst move was selling out of fear. The best move was buying or just holding through it. And those who did made life-changing returns. So before you panic, let's zoom out and look at the fundamentals. Despite the bloodbath, the foundations have never looked stronger. Number one, ETFs are booming. Billions are flowing into Bitcoin and Ethereum funds every month. Number two, Wall Street is tokenizing everything. Real estate, bonds, private equity, all moving on chain. Number three, corporate treasuries are buying crypto like never before. Number four, the government is still printing and overspending. That's inflation, and it's rocket fuel for hard assets. Number five, rates are falling again. And when money gets cheaper, risk assets explode. So yeah, short term, the pain is real, but long term, the setup looks explosive. Now let's talk about the gold FOMO. Gold just pumped 3% in a single day. And yeah, for gold, that's insane. People are literally lining up at jewelry shops to buy bars. And you know what that means? When an asset goes from steady to stampede, it's usually near a short-term top. Even Peter Schiff is smiling. And that's usually my signal to pay attention. So why isn't Bitcoin catching the same love? Simple: fear, manipulation, and fatigue. We're seeing short-term suppression, whales shaking out the weak hands, and media headlines convincing people that gold is safer. But this setup has happened before. Late October dips, followed by massive November and December rallies. It's almost the same script, then it's running again. This is the moment where people say, "Oh, I'm done, I give up." Then out of nowhere, the market flips and leaves them behind as soon as they hit that sell button. Here's what makes this cycle different. Remember, institutions are already here. 10% of all Ethereum is now owned by institutional investors. BlackRock's Ethereum ETF is one of the top 20 ETFs in the entire world. Charles Schwab is launching spot crypto trading in 2026. The old money isn't running from crypto. They're quietly building the rails beneath it. Even Michael Saylor, yes, Bitcoin Max Saylor, is now praising Ethereum, and people building Wall Street in crypto are making these bridges. When the maximalists start turning pragmatic, you know the tide is shifting. There's also a great quote from Coinbase's institutional team. When a meme coin moves billions overnight, it's proving that the infrastructure works. That's the real story. Meme coins were the stress test. The cat videos of the blockchain. They showed the world that the rails can move billions peer-to-peer with near-perfect uptime. That's why Wall Street's confidence is growing. The infrastructure passed its test on all of this. So here's the mindset you need right now, in my opinion. Everyone feels like it's over, but every major metric says the opposite. Fear doesn't mean it's the end. It means we're in the middle. And if history repeats, the middle is where opportunity hides. So don't chase gold FOMO, don't panic, sell red candles. Stick to the strategy that wins every cycle. Patience, DCA, hold through the pain. Because pain, then patience, then profit. That's the order. If you're still here right now, you're early to the next leg. And it's not financial advice, but it's what I'm doing. That's it for today's update. Stay calm, stay sharp, and I'll see you on the other side of this fear.